butt naked. Dad showing Starley his new clothes. So once again, my dad was a railroader, and he was embarrassed of that job in many ways, and it conflicted sort of with his professional sales job, which was selling carpet and drapes for Tuftex and for other people. So we could never tell when people would call on the phone. We could never tell him, oh, he's on the railroad at work. We just said, he's not available. Can we take a message? So anyway, there again, he was really professional when he would go out into public. He always liked to dress really nice and casual, but very nice. And on the railroad, he came home smelling like a cigar factory. He stunk like smoke, filthy, dirty, greasy from the diesel grease and the diesel smoke. But he had a lot of pride in his selling job, and he was a good salesman. And he had a lot. He didn't have as much pride in the railroad job, but that was a really consistent job working for the railroad. Dad was a brakeman and a fireman and an engineer, fireman and a conductor. Anyway, he did all the jobs on the train and ran the train and did all that. But that set aside, remember he worked as a railroader with dirty work clothes, and he was a professional salesman. Well, as he got older and he got more dementia, and his brain started going, he went out and shopped for clothes. And then Starley, my daughter, came, and she was a CNA. She came to his assisted living place to see him, and he invited her in, and he was butt naked. And he proceeded, while he was butt naked, to show her all of his new clothes that he got. And she's just sitting there like, oh my heck, Grandpa, you're butt naked. But Jerry would never want that feeling to be, he would never want to go to that level. He was always proud of how he dressed. And I'm sure he would be embarrassed, but we can laugh about it now. But he was butt naked when he was showing Starley all of his clothes. He had just lost it mentally to the point where he wasn't taking real good care of himself. He couldn't, and then he was so obstinate, and he fought us so much that it was hard for us to take. We couldn't take care of him either, because he would just fight everything we did. But anyway, he got to where he didn't really realize what he was saying and what he was doing. We believe that he still knew somewhat, but we also believe that he had a lot of dementia, and that was one of those experiences.